Hey everybody, Anel here with NKY Honeybees. Today I want to show you a couple of things in my horizontal observation hive. As you can see, there is a big window here. If you haven't seen a video when I made it, I did a little review. I'll put it up here so you can take a look. But today I actually want to look and make sure they're not honey bound, because our nectar flow is a super flow this year. And most of my hives are honey bound, so I want to make sure this is not honey bound and they're not looking to swarm. So let's get in here and take a look together. Alright guys, I just want to show you the window here and see what we can see right from outside. Let's take a look. Got my assistant here, my queen bee, opening the door for us. So let me take a look. As you can see, I have a big window. Like I said, if you haven't seen the video, take a look at it. It's pretty cool. At least what I came up with. Not sure how well you can see that. There is sun going off the glass, but I have two horizontal frames right in the front. I can watch. So I do that sometimes. I'll just sit here and watch these bees, see what they do. You can definitely see some interesting things. Alright, so now let's take a look inside and see what's going on. Alright guys, so let's take a look at here and see what's going on. What I'm hoping for is they're not honey bound in here. The hive's fairly full, but like I said, all the other hives are honey bound, so I'm hoping that's not the case here. Wow, looks good right away. There's a lot of bees in here. I just smoked them down, so we'll go ahead and go through the hive, do a quick inspection and see what we can find. So in this hive, usually I'll open this up too actually for this video. I'll put this up here. As you can see, I can put these frames like this, so it does fit 26 total frames. So if you look at it, you can do it like this, or you can do one side the other way, just turn them around, or do them both this way, both that way. It's really up to you. Now let me get the smoker out of the way. It's getting in my video. Alright, so let's go through here and see what's going on. One thing I want to point out, usually when I do this, if I leave the queen, I put her in this side, she usually stays here. She does not go to the other side. I've noticed that. I've never had that issue, but if I do find her, for example, on the other side, I'll just move her over. So that way, one side is always simply for the brood, the other side for the honey. That's the idea. Does it work like that? Well, I don't really know. It did last year, mostly. But as you can see here, this is full of honey and pollen. It's too much pollen too, not just honey. Some brood on this side. Alright, let me put this aside. That way we have room to work with this frame. So the inspection is done same thing, same way like any other hive, except these are this. I turn them this way so I can see them. Alright, so as you can see, the pattern here is really good. Hopefully we can find the queen as well. She is marked, but I don't know if she's on this side or this side. If you look at this frame, I'm not sure how well you can see it from here, but there is brood, there is pollen, and everything is back filled with nectar, which kind of concerns me a little bit. Like I said, we are having a super nectar flow this year. Why? I have no clue. Everything seems to be blooming at once. Alright, let's take a look at some more. Same exact thing. When I look at this is all nectar. Some brood, this was probably full of brood, hatched out, they backfilled it with nectar. So I don't know what exactly they're doing. Are they putting the honey on this side or this side? Well, we're gonna find out. Wow, that's amazing. Beautiful to see though. A lot of different colors in pollen, brood, nectar. It's something else, I tell you. Alright, so let's go on to the next frame. So I put a nook in here, probably, I think April 7th, 8th. Look at this, full of honey. It's April 7 or 8, and I think I've only checked them once. I haven't had a need. Really, I just let them build up. They've definitely built up a lot. Again, honey, they're even starting to cap some of this here. I'm telling you, this year's honey flow is kind of crazy because it's what is it, May 10th today? I have hives that have full deeps of honey already. This is heavy. This is, I bet, full of honey. Yep, got that right. Let me just bring this and a little bit show you what this looks like. So most of these frames are like this, which is amazing. The other side exactly the same. Just want to show you up close. This is getting ready to get capped. Like you've seen on the last frame, they're capping it already. But I want to tell you a little bit about this hive, what I've learned. Like I said, queen usually stays on one side. I'm seeing honey on this side now. I assume this is going to be honey and this is going to be brood, but I'm gonna confirm that. I can't really tell you that 100%. Sometimes I do help them if I see they're mixing everything up. I'll take all the honey frames, put them on one side and leave the brood on one so queen can lay. Maybe I spoke too soon, see? So this one has different stages of larvae and then some eggs. So there is a brood frame on here. Again, I don't have any excluders. I do have one built, I'm not using on here. I'm just letting her do whatever. I figured bees will go ahead and fix this, move the stuff around as they need it. As you can see, they're capping honey in the corners up here too. Now, what I'm looking for today is just to kind of make sure there is some room for her to lay and there is no swarm cells. They're getting a little bit agitated in me, maybe because the sun is beating down on them. It's a little hot out here today. Not too hot, it's like 78 I believe. But more honey I bet. Yep, there's definitely more honey being capped, some pollen. Same exact thing on this side. Maybe my queen is going back and forth this year, I don't know. I do see some eggs on this side and lots of honey. But like I said, it's really unusual year. We have had some crazy flow. I'm not sure what's going on, but seems like everything just bloomed at once. All right, let's go to the next frame. Looks like I put a frame in here. They're working on it. They're starting to draw that out, fill it up with nectar. Just filling it up with nectar on this side. This is, however, filled with eggs. See how small the circle for the eggs is? This is all nectar. Definitely confirming to me that there is way too much nectar too early. So let me go through a few more of these frames and then we might go on the other side. We'll jump on the other side. Alright guys, so I just went through this row just to make sure there's no swarm cells. We're all good. There is some, mostly honey. There is some fresh laid eggs and larvae. So I'm jumping to this side and maybe we'll find the queen. I didn't see her on this side, but then I could have missed her. It's entirely possible, my friends. Again, more honey. It's just kind of crazy this year. May 10th. See, they're capping it here. Ay, ay, ay. What's going on? I don't know if this flow continues for next several weeks. We might be in trouble. I don't know. Might be a lot of swarming going on. Yeah, I haven't seen any swarm cells yet, but I did find my queen just now. She is right there. See that little pink dot? See all the nectar too? That little spot in the middle is actually her laying, but that's not enough. See the frame? Just this little one is the eggs. This is kind of crazy. She's laid up a little bit on this side too. Just this little spot. All of this is nectar. So that's what I'm talking about being honey bound. Some people say that's a good problem to have. Well, I guess it depends. It really depends if you have frames or not. I ran out of frames. Drone frames, I should say, not just frames. I have new frames, but that's not gonna help me really in this situation. However, there is no swarm cells, so I'm just gonna let this be for now, for another 5 days or so. When I do inspection, then I'll see what's going on. Again, brood and nectar. This is all laid up, so that's kind of full frame, as full as it gets, I guess. Just so much nectar. Man, unbelievable. I love it though. So my plan is to actually, if they cap some of this, I'm just gonna take it out, extract it, and put it right back in so they can work. Or she has space to lay, or they want to fill it back up. I don't know what they want to do, but I don't have any more frames to work with. This is, yep, all eggs. Just had to take a look at it. Full of eggs. That's a lot more bees coming. See, I'm used to having this many bees like June, like mid-June or so, but it might not look like there is a lot of bees, but believe me, there's thousands of bees in here. For this time of year, I'm not used to it. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about. So Queen is laying here again. So Queen is on this side. Mostly, she might have jumped over and laid a couple of frames, or it might have been me last time, maybe moved the frames over. I don't know. But they look fresh. They're actually, so it couldn't have been me. It's been a while. Let me correct that. So she did lay a couple of frames here. Maybe she just found room. She jumped over and went right back. But as we go through summer, I'll update you on this hive. She should be on this side mostly. But if I do find her on the other side, I usually move her back here, because these frames, as you can see, are mostly brood. They do have a lot of honey around, but so this is like 4 or 5 frames already. They have at least some kind of brood or some kind of her laying eggs, larvae, and so on. Alright, let's go to the next frame, see what else we can find. Never know. So this is also all bees and bees. There's only a few bees, but this is all eggs and larvae in here. Same thing on this side. So it's safe to say for me that this side is definitely the brood side. So this is like 5-6 frame, it's all brood. Honey's around, that's fine to see, but these ones are mostly filled with nectar. Let me give them a little bit of smoke. They're getting a little bit agitated in here. Sorry ladies, I'll be out of here in just a few minutes. Alright, so like I said, you can put these frames one this way horizontally, one vertically, both as you can see horizontally, or both vertically. It's kind of cool though, maybe you should build one. So this is full of honey. So these last few frames might be honey. So she had 5 or 6 frames and couple here, not full frames that she laid up. Alright bees, again this is full of honey. That's same thing on this side. So I'm happy with this hive. They're doing really good actually. She's laying. They're filling up everything with nectar. Ow. They're getting agitated. That's the not happy part. But that's my fault though. I've had them open for too long here. Alright, this is probably honey too. Yep, this is all honey. Honey and some pollen. Alright, let's put that back. The last 2 I can see are honey, so I'm not even gonna touch it. I do want to show you a couple of things here. Let me just put these frames back. So I have some, if you can see this, I do have a gap here between these. Why? Because one more frame goes in here. However, I didn't clean my frames, and there's too much propolis in between. It's kind of tight, and every time I pull it up, I either break the comb or like do something. So I didn't want to mess with it. I just left a gap instead, which doesn't seem to be an issue, at least not for now. We'll see down the road. But yeah, I'm really happy with this hive. There's no swarm cells, that's what I care about. However, there's a lot of honey. They're probably gonna start capping some of this soon, and I'll probably go ahead and take it out, extract it, and bring this back. Alright friends, I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, I'll keep you updated on this hive as we go throughout the summer. They should have a lot of honey here soon, probably extracting in the next few weeks, which I've never seen before. It's just beginning of May, but hey, things happen. Beekeeping, you never know what's going on. Anyway, leave me some comments, hit that like, let me know what you think. If you have any questions, let me know, and then I'll see you on the next one.